Okay, hello and welcome to Brian Lomax Movie Talk. Out and about. It's been a while since I've been out on one of these, but just been to the cinema. Caught a double bill. Watched Transformers, the new Transformers film. I've really got nothing to say about that because it was pretty boring. I have no idea how so much can happen on screen and yet I can be so bored. I give it a 2 out of 5. Next up is Hampstead. This is a film starring Brendan Gleeson and Diane Keaton, and that's primarily the only reason I went to see it. More so Brendan Gleeson. Brendan Gleeson's one of my favourite actors. I love the guy. He plays grumpy really well, but he can also be quite a scary guy and also quite a pathetic guy, depending on his character. And I like actors that can do that, that can go to both those polar opposites. It's one of the reasons Philip Seymour Hoffman was one of my favourite actors. Well, was my favourite actor. Hampstead. It's about this guy who essentially lives like a wild man in this ramshackle hut that he's made himself. And this rich woman, well, I'll say she's rich, she's got some serious debt problems left to her by her husband who's died, kind of befriends him and helps him to kind of stay in his home because there are people trying to throw him off the land. Now, it has the feel of a lot of those kind of recent Diane Keaton rom-coms, you think about Something's Got to Give, the one she did with Jack Nicholson. They all have that kind of piano music to them that's very breezy and very quirky, and it has that kind of... It's the movie equivalent of easy listening music, isn't it? And that's what this film is, really. It's easy listening in pictures. It didn't offend me by any stretch. I would even go so far as to call it a good film, but that's about all it is. It is definitely saved by the two central performances from Brendan Gleeson and Diane Keaton. I really liked Gleeson in this. Like I say, he's one of my favourite actors. There's very little he can do to go wrong, if that makes sense. There's a lot of characters in it that kind of they're there for humour and they're very broad strokes. There's this one particular character who, a friend of Keaton's character, is trying to set her up with. Is this accountant guy who comes in to help her out with her finances, and he's obviously angling for something a bit more romantic, and it's just, the guy's like super sleazy and they play it to the hilt, like really over egg it. And I'm not good with broad humour like that. It's like somebody looking at you going, yeah, I'm funny, aren't I? Laugh along with me. And it's like, humour works because because it's spontaneous. You don't get told to laugh at it. But so just let someone out here. This is the problem with reviewing whilst driving. You got to let people in and out. But yeah, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. I like the relationship, like I say, between those two main actors. Once they're on screen together, there's some fun to be had. There's some charm about the film. It's just when they're not on screen together, it goes into that kind of easy listening mode. 3 out of 5. From me. There you go. Have you seen either one of these films? Bit of a random double bill for you there. I can't imagine anyone is going to click on this video for both these movies. So yeah, this is technically my review for Hampstead. Not really Transformers, but there you go. Yeah, if you've seen either one of these films, please do comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you get a chance, do check out my Patreon. The link for that is in the description down below. If you want to support my channel, there are some nice little perks there on Patreon for anyone who wishes to just donate a little bit to help me continue doing what I'm doing. Check that out. And until next time, cracking.